Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Prashant and this is the 10th problem of this series, which is array element ranking. So let's jump to the problem statement. So the problem statement says you are given an array of n integers. Your task is to replace each element of the array with its rank when the array is sorted in ascending order. The rank of an element is determined by its position in the sorted array, starting from 1. So the example is the first input is 5, the length of the array, and second, the space separated values of the particular array from 0th index to the n-1th index. Okay, and the output should be 2, 1, 1, 3, 4. Let's see how. So we have given an array that is 100, 50, again 50, then 200 and 500. Now to determine the rank by its position, we have to sort this array in the ascending order. Okay, so at first we have to sort this array in the ascending order. So the array will become now 50, 50, 100, 200 and 500. Okay, now we have to replace the values in the original array according to its rank. It means we have to replace the values in the particular index of this array according to its rank. And how will we find the rank? So because the 50 is the smallest element in this array, so the 50's rank will be 1, and as the next 50 is also the same of the previous value, so the rank of this 50 is also 1. Okay, both the 50's or all the 50's in this array will rank 1 because 50 is the smallest element, or we can say the rank of the duplicate elements in the array will always be same. Okay, now come to 100. The rank of the 100 is 2, then the 200 is 3 and the 500 is 4. So we have to replace the values of this particular index according to the rank. Okay, so the rank of the 100 is 2, so we have to swap these values to 2. Okay, now the rank of the 50 is 1, so we have to replace the 50 to 1, same 50 to 1, and 200 to 3 and 500 to 4, like this. And we have to print this array. Okay, we have to print the new array will now 2, 1, 1, 3, 4. Okay, so the new array is this, and we have to print all the values of the array in a space separated manner, like this output. Okay, the 2, 1, 1, 3 and 4. So this was the problem statement. Let's see the explanation as well. So at first we have to sort this array 50, 50, 100, 200 and 500. The rank should be like 50 to 1, 100 to 2 and so on. Okay, and replace the original values with respective ranks. Okay, so this problem is pretty simple, and I recommend before moving to the approach, let's pause the video and try by yourself first. I hope you have tried. Now let's jump to the approach. So we are following a very simple approach, okay, as per the problem statement. Okay, the first thing first, we will sort the array. Okay, we will sort this array so that we will have the sorted array in ascending order. So 50, then 50, then 100, then 200 and 500. Okay, now the second step will be implement a map. We will use a map here. Okay, let's say this is a map. Now the third step is creating a rank variable. Sorry for the writing. We will create let's change the color. Okay, we will create a rank variable, and initially it is 1 because the rank will start from the 1. Okay, now the fourth step is the important step, which is traversing and storing the rank on the map. This is a map. Okay, this is the map. Now we will traverse the sorted array. Okay, traverse the sorted array. Sorted array. We will traverse the sorted array and put the value according to the rank on the map. Okay, so at first we are going to 50. Before putting the values and rank to the map, we will check first is 50 is already in the map or not. If 50 is not in the map, then we will put it. Okay, so at first what we will do in the fourth, okay, we will check for value already in map. Okay, we will check the value, the particular value that is 50 is already in the map or not, and in the map we will search in the keys. Okay, so we will check in the map keys is the 50 present. Currently the map is empty, so it means the 50 is not present in the map. So we will put simply 50 with the value. 50 is the key, and with the value the rank is the value. So the rank is 1, so we will put the rank. Okay, this is the variable, the rank. Okay, we will put the value of the rank at first. So in the map we have 50, and with the value of this key is 1. This is a key and this is a value. Okay, now after using this rank, we will increment the rank by 1. Okay, after using the rank, we will increment the rank, because the next value we will have the rank 2, not 1. Okay, 1 is used for the 50 value. Now coming to the next index, again we have 50. Okay, so at first we will check this value is already in the map or not. So 50 is already a key of this map. Okay, 50 is already in the map, so we will not do anything. We will not do anything. Okay, we will not do anything. We will simply continue. Okay, so continue means we will go to the next element. Now 100. We will again check is 100 is already present in the array or not. So 100 is not present in the array, so we will put the 100 as well. Okay, in the place of 50 we will put the 100 as well, with the current rank is 2. Okay, so in the map 100 is also stored with rank 2. Now rank will increase by 1. Again the iteration goes on for the 200. 200 is also not present in the map, so we will simply put the 200 with the current rank is 3 in this map. So 200 with 3, and we will increment the rank by 1. And again we will continue our traversing. We will go to the 500, and 500 is also not present in the map, so we will again put the 500 with the current rank, that is 4, and we will have 500 with the 4 ranking. Okay, so we got all the rank according to their respective values. Okay, so 500 have the rank 4, 100 have 2, 200 have 3, 50 have 1. So we have the rank according to the values of the array. Now the fifth step is, let's erase these first. Okay, fine. Now the fifth step is traversing the original array. Okay, we will going to traverse the original array, that is 100, 50, 50, 200 and 500. And during the traversing, okay, let's write the first 50, 50, 200 and 500. And during the traversing, we will replace the original values according to their respective rank. Okay, so we will start traversing. Okay, at first we will go to the 100. Okay, and get the rank of the 100 with the help of this map. So the 100 have the rank 2, so we will replace the value of this index to the value of this in the map. Okay, so we will replace the 100 with the 2. Now for the 50 we will do the same. We will replace the 50 with the value present in the map of the 50. So we will replace the 50 with the rank 1. Okay, because the 50 have rank 1. Now do the same for this 50 also. Same for 200. 200 have the rank 3, so we will replace the 200 with the 3. Okay, now in the 500 also, when we come to the 500, 500 have the rank 4, we will replace the value of this 500 with the 4. Okay, now we will simply, the final step is to print this array in a space separated manner. So we will print 2, 1, again 3, and again 4. Okay, so this is our final output, and we can also verify with the output, that is 2, 1, 1, 3 and 4. So let's jump to the coding compiler. So we are in our coding compiler. Now make a class solution10 .java. Okay, now writing the main method, that is public static void main. Okay, so because the data type of the input values are the same, that is the integer. Okay, either it's the length of the array or the values in the array, all are in integer. So we are going to use the next int method of the scanner class. So before using it, we have to import the class first. So we will going to import the class first. Import java.util.scanner. Now creating the object of the scanner. Okay, now taking the length of the array first, the sc dot next int. Okay, now we will going to create the array with the particular size, and we will store the input values on the particular index of this array. So 0, like this. Now we can make a dedicated method for solving this problem, but for the sake of simplicity, I am going to write the solution or the code inside the main method. Okay, so our first task was to sort this array, and if we try to sort this array, okay, so we will lost the original array. So before sorting this array, we should have the copy of this particular array. Okay, so at first we will make an auxiliary array, or you can name temp as well, temp, of the same size of that array. Okay, now for all indexes in the original array, we will store all the values in the particular index of this array to the temp array. Okay, so I++ and temp of I will be the array of I. And some of the people might have think that we can do this. Okay, so we cannot do that, because the temp will refer to the same object of the array that the array is referring to this object. Okay, so this is not the right way of copying the array. So we have to manually copy all the elements of the array to the temp array. Now we are going to sort the temporary array. Okay, and we can do the manual sorting, but for the exam like NQT, you should try the inbuilt methods. Okay, so we are going to use the arrays class. So we are going to use sort method inside the arrays class. Okay, so sort, and we will pass the array. Okay, we can verify also, we can check the array, arrays.toString. Okay, and passing the temp, we can check or verify our array has been sorted or not by printing the values of the array, and we will use the toString method of this class and passing the array as the argument, so that we do not have to traverse all the elements and will print the array. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so we are going to give 5 elements. Okay, and we can see all the elements has been sorted. So our code is working fine till now. Now just remove it. After sorting, we will create a map. Okay, map of integer and integer. That is map is equal to new hash map. And also, before using this, we have to import the map and hash map. And since we are using a lot of utilities classes, so we will simply make the util.star. Okay, now let's make the rank also. Rank will initially 1. Okay, now we are going to traverse the sorted array first. Okay, sorted array. So int, let's say a in the temp array. We are using the for each loop. There is no any necessity of this loop for traversing the array in the current scenario. So we are using the for each loop. Now at first we are going to check if this a is already present in the map or not. Okay, so map dot contains key of this a. If this a is not present on the map, okay, if this a is not present in this map, then we will put, okay, the map dot put the value this a and the current rank. Okay, the current rank will be 1 for the first element. Okay, so after using this rank, we will simply increment the rank by 1. So we can use rank plus plus. Okay, we will simply increment the rank after using it. Okay, now what if a is already present in the map? If a is already present in the map, then this condition, okay, will be get true, and with the help of this, this will get false. So if the a is already present in the map, we will not do anything and the iteration will goes on. Okay, after this, our map have all the values with their corresponding rank. Now the next step is for traversing our original array, and because we have to replace the values in the original array, therefore we need the index as well in this condition. So, I plus plus. Now we will simply replace the particular ith index to the values of this in the map. Okay, so map dot get the particular ith value. Okay, so we will getting the value means the rank. Okay, we will getting the rank from the map of this particular value, and we are storing this value that is present in the map, that is rank, in the particular index of the array. Now the final step is to printing the array. Okay, so we will simply print the array with the help of the for each loop. We don't need the I or index, simply a plus and have a space. Okay, and at last simply the changing of the line out. This is option. Now let's run the code. The 5 element is, let's give 10, 20, 10 again, 50, 60. Okay, so our rank will like 10 is the first element, so 1, then the 2, then again 1 because the 10 is the rank 1, then the third rank is 50, and the fourth rank is 60. So our code is working perfectly fine. So I hope you have understand the approach as well as the code, and so I hope you have understand the approach as well as the code. And if you have any type of doubt, you can ask in the comment section, and whenever I got the comment, I'll reply for sure. So that's all for this video. So meet you in the next video with a new problem. Till then, keep learning and happy coding. Thank you.